Hey guys, how's it going? Deansy Boy here, and I'm back with another video, and I hope you've had a good new year so far. This is my first video of 2026, and I hope you've been enjoying the short videos. But today, I am going to be talking about my favourite PlayStation games from the PS1 days, to the PS2 days, to the PS3 games, and then stop from there. The reason why I'm doing this is because the last few short videos I've done on TikTok and YouTube, where I've talked about the PlayStation 3 games where I've played Fallout 3, New Vegas, the Lego Indiana Jones games, and etc, etc. A lot of people have been taking interest by it, and I just figured, you know what, I'm gonna tell you what were my favorite games growing up when I played the PlayStation console. Now, I would do PlayStation 4 or 5, but PS4, I didn't play many games, and PlayStation 5, I haven't got one. But without further ado, I'm going to be telling you my favorite games of each PlayStation console over the years. And if you want to share your favorite PlayStation games over the years, what made you feel nostalgic, what you really enjoyed, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like this video, share and subscribe to the channel for more content like this for you, hopefully every once in a while. But for now, let's get on with the video. Right, starting off with the PlayStation 1, the all-time classic intro. I didn't play many games for the PlayStation 1. I'm more of the PlayStation 2 generation, but obviously I did have a PlayStation 1 at my grandmother's house in Gabalfa and Roses, and my auntie Rachel, who is only 7 years older than me, she had the PlayStation 1, and there was a few games lying around, so I did play them. And one that sticks out in my mind is I love my WWF/E SmackDown. SmackDown, completely love my wrestling. Absolutely adore this one. And I just love the wrestling matches. I can't say much. I just love wrestling. Tekken 3 was one of them. Tekken 3, that's the only sort of, apart from SmackDown, that was the only combat game I played. And I didn't play many Tekken games growing up, but Tekken 3 always stood out in my mind. Lastly, Driver. Don't know why. I just don't know why I remember playing Driver. But it was always Tekken 3 or SmackDown. And that was it. I can't say much more on that one, people. But yeah, those three really stuck out in my mind with the PlayStation. And maybe I have played a couple more games. Maybe a FIFA game. Maybe a wrestling game here and there. But other than that, that was it. That was my PlayStation 1 games that I fully remember. Going on to the PlayStation 2 now, and this was my game. This was my console. PlayStation 2 was my all-time favorite console because it had all the classics that I remember. And actually, I got the list here of all the games that I remember playing, but I have to narrow it down to maybe 3 or 5 games that I remember playing and absolutely adoring. Maybe I'll have a few more, but these are all the games that I remember playing and I held close to my heart. So straight off, WWF, Just Bring It. The matches, the campaign, and some of the wrestlers you get to have the opportunity playing as. It was just amazing. And another one is, and I think it's my all-time favorite WWE game, is Shut Your Mouth. I love the Falls Count Anywhere matches. You get to, I know you did it in Just Bring It, but this one seemed a bit more out there, where you get to go anywhere out in the streets, you get to go out in the subway, you get to, even in the Falls Count Anywhere matches, you get to fight on top of the fist, the SmackDown fist. I absolutely found this exciting. It was over the top, it was stupid, but it was fun. I loved those two games. GTA Vice City, nostalgia, Tommy Vercetti. Love the campaign set in the 80s of Vice City, and the music that was playing. It did introduce me to heavy metal, introduced me to Iron Maiden, Slayer. One of my other favorite songs was Yankee Rose by David Lee Roth. I absolutely adored it. GTA San Andreas as well. GTA San Andreas, I mean, I thought at the time when I was a kid it was revolutionary because you get to swim. You know, aside from GTA Vice City, where Tommy Vercetti always drowned and you had to use all the cheats to get like a car to turn into a bit of a boat. But no, CJ swimming, and you get to fly planes, you get to drive a train, and some of the other missions and the characters you get to play.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
But also I remember the cheats. We've all been there, people. The cheat codes. Coming on to the next one is Time Splitters 2. I just remember me and my good friend Jay Cancelleri just playing that all night when we stayed over at our houses. And one of our favourite mission ever was the zombie one, where we had to go and fight the ghosts and the zombies. It was just absolute chaos. It was fantastic. Also, another one, I could never forget this one. The all-time favourite PlayStation 2 game I cherished was Medal of Honor Frontline. The GOAT. Challenge me on that one, people. I think it's the absolute GOAT. It defined the PlayStation 2 era. The very first mission where you are storming the beaches of Normandy, and you can definitely tell it was inspired by the Saving Private Ryan introduction. Gotta love it, people. Absolutely love it. Medal of Honor Frontline, my all-time favorite game. Also, one of my favorite missions ever was when you have Lieutenant Patterson. He's in the Netherlands, and I think he has to get to the pub, and he's got to jump through gardens or alleys and trying to fight off the German army to get from point A to point B. I think it's called the Golden Lion episode, but that was my all-time favorite mission. I always went back to play that mission because it was just so fun to go through and play. Medal of Honor Frontline, all-time favorite classic. That was my PlayStation 2 one. Now on to PlayStation 3. The few games that really stick out in my mind is obviously the Fallout games, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Now, if you've been watching Fallout, the TV series, and I think we're going to be on the last one when this video comes out, then it's really pulled the rug underneath my feet, people, because every time I play Fallout New Vegas, I have always sided with the NCR, or I've always sided with Mr. House, or I've gone against everyone and gone in it for myself. I've never sided with the Legion, but now, after watching the second series of Fallout and seeing, what's been happening, it just made me wonder, oh my god, have I been lied to? Have I just been playing this game without actually playing it properly? What the hell is going on? Fallout 3, when you had the add-ons and the other side missions where Mothership Zeta was one of them, I know some people were a bit annoyed with the glitches and you couldn't go anywhere without particularly saving or doing something, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Fallout games. It is one of my favourite games and pastime, especially when, like I said, I'm not going to talk about PS4, but one of my favourite PS4 games is Fallout 4. The Fallout universe games is my all-time favorite. Another one that sticks out in my mind is BioShock. I remember selling my PlayStation 2 and all my games, and I got about 80 odd quid in game. Rest in peace, game. And I remember spending that money on a couple of games, which included Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway, and also BioShock. Now, my mum had to go and buy them for me because I was still a kid, and I remember playing BioShock for the first time, and I was engrossed by it. I was just hooked, line, sinker. I loved the storyline, each mission. I loved the characters, how the story was transpiring, and also the fact that you get to choose whether or not you can harvest the little sisters or you can save them. I always save them, people, because I've got a good conscience. I have a good heart, people, but BioShock was just an awesome game. Absolutely loved it. But these are my favorite games of the PlayStation 3 era. So there we have it, guys. These are my favorite games from PS1 to the PS3 era. What do you think? Again, what are your favorite games? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this coming your way soon. And hopefully you enjoy the YouTube shorts. Thank you once again, people, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.